returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his future shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night. Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
So
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
이번
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot around WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other.
These two have vowed to destroy each other, to end each other's careers here at Hell in a Cell.
The final match in an epic trilogy. I don't know if either of them is going to be able to survive tonight.
Looking like a game of tit for tat now.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken up.
Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
All this heavy artillery is really adding up. Struck with a calf kick, and he hurries right out of the ring. He has had enough of that.
McIntyre gets met with a response.
Launching himself from the rope. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Emotions running high, and this is the pain Punk promised to deliver onto McIntyre. I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. Okay.
Oh, and that's what you get for disrespecting your opponent.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE, the company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
Followed up with the pin attempt. That was not even close to keeping him down.
Big time height on that kick.
Oh, the elbow drop. Tight leg scissors squeezing their opponent and vicious.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
From the top, double axe handle connects. Oh, yeah, from the top. CM Punk connects with the elbow drop.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers and the pace of it.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, nails the GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Looking to adjust some features on their opponent with that wrench.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
Oh, God. McIntyre must be getting phased by this attack.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saints, and he's paying for it now.
Get this back into the ring now. Equalizer in hand, and he's just goading his opponent to make the first move.
Watch out. There's a seat for your face.
Time to go for a ride.
Exploder suplex.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Oh, looking like patches of...
Counter. He knew just what to do.
Able to slip out of that situation.
Into a sleeper hold. Oh, and a neck breaker.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he says, I can't afford to have...
CM Punk from the top rope.
Crash landing.
Took the risk. Received absolutely zero reward.
And that may have just been the turning point in this match.
Pile driver. A quick roll out of the ring. He's clearly looking to regain his composure here.
He's placed into a precarious position.
A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever because incoming, massive superplex.
Punk now calling for the end here. This could be it for Drew.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Down with a GTS.
Can that finish McIntyre? Drew's tangled up here.
Uh-oh. There it is. Reversal. And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye.
McIntyre perhaps looking for that kill shot. Looking to end this thing. Does McIntyre cap this off?
Goes for the pin.
Whoa! Simply unreal. Potentially inhuman. Kicking out at one. How on earth?
McIntyre won't lose focus, though. He's got to remain as sharp as he was a few moments ago.
We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out brawl.
And Punk just thrown out of the way. And the action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Able to capitalize on McIntyre's mistake. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Certainly a masterstroke of mind games. We'll find out if Drew McIntyre can do what Punk claimed. Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful one clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
McIntyre a step ahead there.
Oh, using that hammer like this was a track and field event.
Repeated knees to the hamstring.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Oof,
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
just clubbing down.
It is beyond electric in here. This energy is on another level. Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this.
Ooh, went to the throat.
From above.
He'll chop from the middle rope.
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
What a counter. Beautiful suplex. Bang! He finds a counter. Spin kick to the midsection.
Oh, managed to make a well-timed kick to the gut. That could be Punk's demise.
Cover. Kick out. I don't believe it.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
McIntyre needs to find a recourse, find another option to take this match. Listen to this place.
Watch this display of power. Sit out powerbomb.
Nicely done, managing to save themselves there. McIntyre a step ahead there.
And now he gets back into the ring. Beautiful. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Spin kick to the midsection.
I would start protecting my midsection a bit better if I were in their shoes. CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep.
That finally has to slam the door shut and end this.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Grabbing the lumber, and things are starting to go off the rails here.
Sliding back into the ring. It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. German suplex released.
And shifting over for the cover.
And he fights it off.
He's got to be running on fumes at this point.
Drew is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly.
And able to skirt around that attack.
And with every additional hit to the head, you wonder if he should stay in this fight.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
And Punk gets countered there.
He has his target weighed and measured. Strong tackle.
Counter by CM Punk.
Up and...
Oh, knee right to the spine. Bam! Just beat down with that wrench.
A little cockiness here from Punk.
He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover. Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't going to let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Seth freaking Rollins is motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, and froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when
Back down the hatches, these two are moving.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it.
And that was some vicious DDT we just saw.
You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to...
Trying to get the early win with this pin. Seth Rollins with a quick kick out.
Plenty of gas left in the tank, clearly. Rollins has to be seeing red now. He is not performing to expectations thus far against Punk.
That gets reversed on CM Punk. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and...
Oh, the pinning combination!
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
What a punch!
Choose any Seth Rollins nickname you want, they're all true. And the WWE Universe can't deny it.
Headed out of the ring, but the counter's looming. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was look out! Suicide dive! A roll of the dice and it pays off in full. Delivered into the barricade.
A dangerous situation.
Versatility from Rollins.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
A quick grab of the head and a bulldog!
And he gets set back into the ring. Turns that in his favor.
Reciprocating the initial reversal. Mongolian chop.
What a counter. Setting up for something here. Sit out power bomb. Oh my goodness. There's a jumping knee drop.
So precise.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's now with the cover.
That's gotta be it.
He didn't even let the count hit Raw.
What a roundhouse kick. Sent out of the ring the hard way. Going to the top rope. What's his plan? Top rope.
All the way to the outside.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
Spinning heel kick.
Into the unforgiving barricade. Using that barricade with great effect.
He quickly slides into the ring.
CM Punk playing to the crowd now.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
I love to see this. I challenge you to find anyone more talented than this man right here.
Hammerlock. DDT. And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
DDT for a kick out.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Gets lifted into position. Outside. Taking this thing out onto the floor now.
to steer clear of danger there.
Let's throw people up there.
Into the barricade. Driven into the barricade. And now he's back into the ring.
Oh, and our official got too close to danger there.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? Seth is being overwhelmed.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here.
Nasty! The hardest part of the ring. Oh, colliding with a barricade.
Holy, meet the barricade.
Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex. And CM Punk is in control.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
Crashing into the barricade with such force.
He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins. A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk. Two men are beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade. You want to talk about dream matches? Even before the animosity started to boil between these two, CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins represented the best of their respective eras.
These men had some interactions, even some battles during Punk's previous run in WWE, but back then, Seth Rollins was only starting to gain notoriety as a member of the Shield.
Consider this, guys. When Punk left WWE, Seth Rollins had yet to capture a singles championship on the main roster. Now he's a Grand Slam champion in WWE, a four-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a Money in the Bank winner who cashed in the briefcase in the main event of WrestleMania.
Wow. When you lay out Seth's resume like that, he might have an even more decorated career than the man who calls himself the best in the world.
If you're Seth Rollins, you got to try to keep the emotions in check. Focus on the task at hand, and that's taking out CM Punk.
Yeah, but Punk's not afraid to play mind games. If Punk sees an opening to set Rollins off, to take Rollins' eye off the ball, he's going to take it. Rollins simply cannot, under any circumstances, take the bait in this match.
Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face? It's on Raw.
It says here he now works with office supplies. We can see a count out here.
Seth Rollins trying to bring the audience along.
Hey, WWE Universe, be prepared for some guests.
And he's taking this to the outside now. Cooler heads perhaps prevailing now. Has to be heading back to the ring to beat the referee's count.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him. Heading into the crowd now, this could get dangerous.
Now he's back at ringside.
Ooh. Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre recently with the Scottish Warrior. From way up. Punk wasting, soaring. Whoa, cross body.
Going for the heel now and cranking that joint.
So much torque on the knee and ankle. This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out all their frustration tonight.
Delivering a Falcon Arrow, riding among the masses.
Avoided any damage there. Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Double underhook backbreaker.
And to them, it doesn't matter where they fight so long as they're fighting each other.
On sight, as it were. And this crowd is reaping the violent benefits of that.
He'll make his way to the ring. He gets back in right before the count.
Ooh.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here. Now entering the raucous crowd. Just don't forget about the referee's count.
It looks like things are spilling out into the WWE Universe.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
Time to go for a ride. Oh, exploder suplex. And now this battle is out of the crowd.
Just goes to show that this thing has gone totally off the rails.
Looking to beat the count out and head back to the ring.
This is getting awfully close to a count out here.
He's getting back to the ring, looks like.
And finally recognizes the count and gets back into the ring.
Seth Rollins' chances are whittling down.
Rollins has to find a way to right the ship here.
Stops the kick.
Counter upon counter. Great minds thinking alike.
Oh, lands right on the knees. That can change everything.
Oh, look at this. Out to the apron.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? Oh, the apron.
The hardest part of the ring.
Doing a little exploring right now.
Getting up close and personal with the WWE Universe. Don't know what the plan is here.
Oh, you know, just mingling with the people. Oh, great display of strength with the suplex. This crowd absolutely getting their money's worth tonight.
And he finds a way to elude that attack. The ref's count continues. He better hustle back into the ring.
And the clock is ticking as he makes his way back out of the crowd.
Got a little caught up.
Serves him right for running his mouth.
Got him where he wants him.
Up and beautiful Falcon Arrow.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
And a quick schoolboy out of nowhere.
And the count doesn't even begin.
Truly cannot believe that didn't even get a 1 count.
Rollins steers clear of that.
going to the outside, which will start a count out.
Seth Rollins just sitting back and degrading his opponent.
The action's going back to the ring, bringing this back into the ring. He comes back over the barricade. And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Seth Rollins trying to fire himself up.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
And now headed to the outside. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Heading right out in the crowd for whatever reason.
And Rollins looking to keep things going back in the ring. Heading out to the crowd and back to the ringside area.
Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention.
Drop suplex.
He's got to be rocked after taking yet another blow to the head.
Oh, look at this. Out to the apron.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? A back suplex right onto the apron. Entering the crowd. This could get out of control. Ventures out into the crowd despite the threat of a count. High angle belly to back suplex.
These two are letting this fight take them wherever it wants to go. Out into the chaos of the crowd.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles. Back to the ringside area he goes as the referee continues to count.
In danger of being counted out. Now's the time to get back to the ring.
From the heavens.
That didn't look good at all. Our ringside doctor's on hand if...
Stopping all that nonsense right now.
Oh, my God, a pile driver. CM Punk had suffered some injuries since his return. In fact, he tore his tricep at the Royal Rumble a year ago. He was out of action. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg.
I hit your move. They sing my song. All of this.
And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh, my goodness! Cover! Isn't it up? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. I'm coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's resiliency, I don't know if it's sheer instinct, but I do know that tonight, CM Punk will not allow Rollins to be the better man.
Ouch. Seth Rollins. Super kick! Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. Kick out just before 2. Not quite enough to put him away. Takedown. Looking for the cross. Finds the ropes to force a break. A prime example of why you need to know where you are at all times. Rollins waiting in the corner. Here it comes.
Stop! Is it enough to overcome Punk?
A kick out. Oh, my God.
Just barely more than one. What on earth are we witnessing?
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now. Anticipation. Caught the leg. A string of counters.
Wants to finish this.
Rollins soars. Blockbuster finds him.
The visionary, the revolutionary, the architect, Seth Rollins, the Second City Saint, the voice of the voiceless, the ever-controversial CM Punk. A match years in the making has come down to this. 2 men, both 5-time world champions, physically exhausted, but refusing to relent, refusing to allow the other to take advantage of their exhaustion.
CM Punk, a familiar look on his face. Seth Rollins.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back. Gone to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
2. He stays alive. He stays alive.
Seth Rollins has never been known to lay down and hand out victories to anyone.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough. So much torque on the knee and ankle.
Punk, knee in the corner, followed by a clothesline.
Making way toward the top rope. CM Punk from the top rope. Elbow drop to the heart. Punk in the driver's seat now. He's got Rollins right where he wants him after that.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Gone to sleep. Seth has got to dig deep now.
Makes the cover. Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world. This truly was a battle between 2 men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number. Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
What do you have? Yeah. Oh.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the Architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle that he doesn't see all. And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
You guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California, the Bay Area? Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank in the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
For a record 10-time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry, marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger. The epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3 at WrestleMania. Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 3 of those men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's only the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the ring. Paul Heyman would normally do that. Tonight, Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself. And for the first time in many, many years, Roman Reigns heads into battle alone.
The Ulafala symbolizes the head of the family. And when you talk about Roman Reigns' family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and glory. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with the Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, 2 men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. He's won championships, he's made friends, he's made enemies. Tonight is CM Punk's night. Tonight is CM Punk's main event.
The pressure has always been CM Punk's playground. The fire has always been burning, and his only addiction is wrestling. Each of these 3 men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. Taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do. To win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're 2 of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who would...
Double leg takedown and trying for a quick pin here.
It's going to take more than that to keep his shoulders down.
Way too early to go for it here.
And a stomp to the gut.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Look at that gash on the face of Reigns.
Oh, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick. Overwhelming offense down from Punk.
Roman unable to use his wide arsenal here.
He's able to counter that. And Roman and Seth, two former allies, would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year cost Reigns the championship in the record reign.
And Punk would be quite happy if that obsession continues. It's clearly personal for Roman and Seth, but for Punk, tonight's just about business. Super kick after the schoolboy, my goodness.
Now looking to do battle right here in front of us.
Driver spiked him. And a human being can only be spiked like that so many times before they're ultimately down for the count.
Calculating the next move here. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. He gets back into the ring, taking steps toward the top rope. From way up. Oh, man. And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business, and he can't wait to be the man to take them both out of it.
Saw it coming and counters it.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
I think it's time to clear out.
Yeah, this is a bad situation.
Attacking with full force.
Diamond-plated steel coming at you.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. Rollins now, perhaps looking to land the big one.
Legendary pedigree. Watch out, tossing those steel steps like they're nothing. He goes back into the ring here.
Now looking to turf their opponent to the outside of the ring. Nasty landing there. While inside the ring, we look to be building some momentum. And this could be painful. Incoming! The next level accuracy needed to hit that move cannot be understated.
And the body control, just amazing athleticism.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Regal flex.
Rollins to bait his opponent into a mistake.
is going to be good. Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Some might see that as a weapon, but a manager's just making sure the area is safe for his client.
And Punk finding himself on the wrong side of another exchange. And coming to Punk from all angles tonight. This is a situation you want to avoid.
Gutbuster. Good way to fracture a rib.
Taking off from the ropes. Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it. How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
Vintage Falcon Arrow. Seth Rollins with it.
Here's Seth's big chance.
Big counter from Reigns. Ooh. Big clothesline. Here's the cover. Does he have it? Shoulders up before two.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
He has a kendo stick in.
Oh, Roman Reigns. Oh, to put his opponent away. No getting up from this. Spiked.
Roman is flat.
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Immediate cover after the impact. Two.
What a win for Roman Reigns. His pure power game was more than Punk or Seth could handle.
Here is your winner.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original tribal chief, the visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been standing in his way since his return.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins think they run WWE. That this is their world that Punk has stepped into. But they've got plenty of history to work out between themselves too. This is going to be one for the ages.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, and the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk. CM Punk, who burst onto the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend.
Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
Driver spiked him.
The focus squarely on Rollins there, as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor. It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. In CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Into the barricade. Off the ropes already forming from that kendo shot.
What is it about our desk that attracts superstars to it?
Check out the springboard.
Incredible springboard right there. A show of disrespect from Reigns.
He quickly slides into the ring.
What impact! Right in the kisser. Finds the roll up.
A great counter to cover. Turns the tables, shoulders down. Breaks the cover, and this match continues. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Oh, low blow! There's no question of a superstar's character when they employ such a heinous tactic.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
Oh, man! Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks. He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring.
He is looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
Just like that, Roman gets stopped. Boom! Read that one.
He's heading. The Tribal Chief has a eye at the target. This ends now.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless act by Punk, and both Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins know that.
Well, Punk is claiming that he was the man to bring them both into the business. Down around with the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
Somehow breaks the count immediately.
I am honestly at a loss for words right now.
Neckbreaker!
Rollins drops his opponent.
Oof, back elbow puts a stop to things.
Chair shot delivered. Looking to put this one away here. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the three.
Not an easy escape, but staying alive for the moment here.
Looks like he's coming back in. Under the chair.
There's no way that they do some permanent damage, guys.
Big reversal by Rollins.
Hooked him up.
Connected full force with the chair.
Talk about a hard landing. Flesh connecting painfully with hard steel. And the dents on the chair is proof.
Serious?
Has defeated
What the
both
fuck is
Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, Shane.
It's a clash of the Titans here at WrestleMania. The original Tribal Chief, the Visionary, the best in the world in a triple threat match.
Punk has waited a long time for this, to main event the show of shows. And to make things better, he gets a chance to take down the two men who have been hit hard and straight into the ring.
CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. Shoulders down, pinning predicament. Just sent crashing to the arena floor.
Shoving him into the corner now.
Torturous focus on the leg. Ooh.
We know that taking out the legs is one of the most effective strategies in any match. Ooh, one step ahead there. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
Has retrieved the kendo stick.
We got it covered.
He's able to cut off the pin count here.
Man, that is going to leave some serious welts.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents. And CM Punk's corner tonight, though, the question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man's strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor.
Got him right where he wants him. Ending the 3 count.
Got them off their feet here. Oklahoma slam. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact. Now shoulders down.
Here we go.
Oh my, how in the world did he kick out of that?
Somehow not letting the ref get to 2 here.
Time to go for a ride. Oh, an exploder suplex. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Punk crafting an attack.
Quick thinking and quick rollout there. Wants to regroup and recover.
Showing no signs of defense here, guys. Oh, with authority.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way.
Counter by CM Punk.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent. And he grabbed the kendo stick, and now business is really picking up.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
And Rollins in need of salvation. Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make Roman Reigns target acquired, locked in.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Returning back to the ring.
Finds room, lands a jawbreaker.
Oh, what a club. Hooked up. Picked up and being carried around now. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks.
Falcon arrow. It could be all over. Stopping the pin right there.
Clearly, he's got other plans in mind tonight.
Put in the corner now.
Oh, jumping knee strike.
Lights out.
And Roman, for the first time in a long time, having no one in his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. Boom!
CM Punk headed to the top rope. From the top, all the way down to the floor.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has gotta hurt.
And he tosses it back in now.
That one busted up Roman.
Good Lord, what a shot. Someone's got to get control of this thing.
Impressive awareness from him. Reigns able to get out of the way.
Hooked up. Oh, shit breaker. He's headed up high.
CM Punk! CM Punk with the elbow. Back up top. He cannot be stopped. From the sky.
Wow, cross body. Oh. This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when 3 men made their way down the stairs to remake this company in their image and the man that opened the back door for them.
A search for supremacy. The man that walks out of here is the champion of a generation.
Neckbreaker. Head up, CM Punk. Kicks out before the 2 count. Wow.
Ooh,
This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. Punch land. Oh my God, that is good.
It looks like he could get it done here.
Intercepts the pin attempt. A reversal. He saw that coming.
Every maneuver being returned with counterplay. There's blood in the water now. He better be careful.
Into the short clothesline, and Punk is on a roll. Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
There goes Rollins, kicked out of the ring. Scaling the turnbuckle here.
From the top rope. The high risk just resulted in a big splat.
Float over Russian leg sweep. Side Russian leg sweep.
Yet another targeted attack to the torso there. Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight. He gets into the ring. The referee becoming collateral damage. Hooked up. Oh, shin breaker. Turns that.
Rollins. That could end Rollins right now.
Strong kick.
We knew this one was going to be good, but Reigns, Rollins, and Punk have outdone all expectations.
Simply some of the best talents we've ever seen in this industry.
DDT. And this could be it.
Bang! Crucial counter there.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. And now heading back inside the ring.
Oh, man. Reigns with a schoolboy. Muscles his opponent up.
Sit-up powerbomb.
And he chooses to leave the ring. Get ready for chaos. The chair is coming out.
Rollins making perfectly clear who the visionary is in this match.
Getting a bit from the top. Elbow drop.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins trying to prevent that GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking?
Now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again.
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has won. Once again, pulled the ace out of his sleeve in Las Vegas.
With a series of forearms.
We saw that one coming.
Over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Ooh! Roman for the win. Kicks out. He still has life.
Almost inhuman at this point.
Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
Elbow.
Rollins now, opponent defenseless.
Jumping knee strike. Lock the cover. Is it in? Stopping the ref's count at 2.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
He gets back into the ring.
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
And right into the cover. Clubbing blow.
There's not a single person sitting in this arena.
It's pandemonium, Cole.
Roman's shoulders are down. And he saves the matchup. Got flipped upside down there.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Schoolboy. No, rolls through.
Oh, super kick to the jaw. Just an absolutely stiff blow to the head there.
Reigns back out again. Coming back from the outside now.
Oh! Roman throwing caution to die.
Whatever it takes to win.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat.
Opponent lifted.
Uh-oh. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
Superman punch.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Look out.
Diving hammer strike.
From the top rope with the elbow drop.
And cover now for the match.
Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down.
We might just be watching one of the greatest matches we've seen in quite some time here. Seth retaliates. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Sidewalk slam!
Almost drove him through the ring.
And with more punishment landing on the body, he must be getting winded.
I think that's something of an understatement, actually.
Climbing to the top. What's he thinking? From way up.
Oh, nobody home for that one. A stomp to the gut turns things around.
He wants to end this. For the win! Referee in the way.
Stopping the ref's count there.
Smack in the corner with incredible velocity.
To the corner. And an elbow for good measure.
Thumped with a big blow. Quick thinking right there. Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker.
And he heads back into the ring.
And a well-placed calf kick there. Charging himself up and going in for the kill with it.
Little stomp. Punk's got a problem here.
Follows up, shoulders down.
How on earth?
Hey guys, on most nights, Rollins. Look out! Stop! Rollins goes into the cover. This could do it. He stops the pin.
This isn't over yet.
Oh, getting smacked in the head with a chair.
This has to be it.
No, stops the count at 2.
Incredible to think, after everything we've witnessed, we are still at a stalemate.
Oh, and a neck breaker. Got him where he wants him. Up and into a Falcon Arrow.
CM Punk ready to end things.
CM Punk looking to end things here. GTS connects. Roman in big-time jeopardy.
Moving into the ring.
Picture perfect drop kick.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. He answers right back.
Ooh, didn't see that one coming.
Lariat. Roman's shoulders are down. Punk has beat the odds. Has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't have been any harder earned. Punk had to get through Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the Showcase of the Immortals.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles. But after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other. And after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at
times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again? There is so much electricity in the air here tonight in Montreal. This is always going to be a big match for both Shawn and Bret, but squaring off in Montreal only adds to the importance of tonight. This isn't just a huge match for both these men. This may be one of the biggest matches we've ever seen in WWE.
Yeah, the title almost feels secondary tonight, which is crazy to even say out loud. This feud has been boiling for years, and it never seems like it will fully be settled. I know this is going to be one we'll talk about for years.
Hart wasting no motion on the counter.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series. And he goes crashing to the outside. He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside. Quick reaction to Hart there.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts. Michaels telling his opponent to bring it.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
Oof!
Michaels doing what he can to keep his pace in this matchup. Ooh, he fends that off. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Sean has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion. This is turning into a brawl.
Manages to reverse it.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Oh!
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Being carried around now. Outside. From the top. Through the air. And connects.
That had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that.
Textbook fireman's carry takeover. And the core taking on some damage.
And there's the takedown. And the Hitman continues to deliver irreparable damage onto Michaels.
Whipped over in a snap suplex.
Disheartening position for HBK.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution. He needs to get in the ring before the count runs out.
Michaels with the awareness. And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, and
from the top,
misses big time.
oh, a neck breaker.
Oh!
Well, with their opponent down, now looking to ensure it stays that way, attacking the hamstring with knee strikes. Just routing the back with those laces.
And Brett gets countered. And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind...
Figure four. Leg lock. And the leg.
He's the final out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Set him up. Russian leg sweep.
He's rising to his feet in a perilous situation.
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Taken down with a crucifix.
This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw, and the title should have remained with Bret.
Well, it certainly felt like we were all learning the rules as it happened that night, but tonight the rules are very clear in this match, so I highly doubt we'll see any kind of screwy finish tonight. Well-placed knees to the hamstring.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but it was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Massive atomic drop.
With what we've seen the midsection take here, every breath has to be sheer agony.
Yeah, Wade, hopefully the medical team doesn't find anything too serious.
Referee's count getting higher. Better make haste. Back to the ring. He climbs back into the ring just in time.
Russian leg sweep. The momentum is squarely on Hitman's side now.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Forearms for the second rope. Driving down. Countered right when it was needed.
Great awareness to pull out the arm drag there.
Pop right in the stomach creates the separation. Planning something big here. From the top. Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
Crashing and burning. What a miss from up high. Oh, suplex off the barricade.
And now gets tossed into the ring. Ooh, wiped out with the crossbody. Up the rope he goes. And Brett up the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Crossbody.
Off the top rope.
A blow like that might have been airborne.
Good Lord, taking flight. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Impressive reversal from Michaels.
This match has gone above and beyond anything anyone expected tonight.
Neither Shawn nor Bret look like they're stuck in no man's land, in a position hazardous to health, especially against this opponent.
Butterfly suplex. Shawn Michaels is running into trouble.
Michaels looking racked. Bret Hart looking to finish this once and for all. The sharpshooter's locked in.
Submission locked in. Are we going to see him tap?
This is a grueling hold to be in. Look at the contortion. Dangerous moment here.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. High impact crossbody.
Rolled into a crucible. What's he doing? He had this match in the bag. The Hitman with both legs trapped. Can Hart step through? There it is. Sharpshooter applied.
The hold is locked in. He's in real pain.
I don't know how long he can...
Bret retains the title.
Here's your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered.
Nation. Oh, man.